Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. Today, we're going to talk about gun salutes. Rendering salutes with specific saluting guns is something that goes back into the age of sail when artillery is first put on ships. Back at that time, you just used your ship's normal battery, for reasons I'll explain in a minute. However, by the end of her career, Battleship New Jersey had specialized saluting guns on board that were never intended to fire projectiles. They were only intended to render honors. We are on the port side O1 deck of Battleship New Jersey, just below the forward 5-inch mount. This position was installed as a 20mm mount, and there would have originally been two in this position. Behind me, you can see the casing that goes around the port side running light. But here, you can see the saluting gun that was added.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
It seems like as soon as the 20mm guns were replaced with a smaller number of twin mounts after World War II, this position was turned over to a saluting gun battery. There may have been, depending on the time period of the ship, 2 of these saluting guns in this position. By the end of the ship's career, she was down to 1 saluting gun on each side, and the 25mm Bushmaster autocannon had been put in the place of the second saluting gun here. One of the figures it's customary to salute is the head of state. You can be the head of state of your own civilization in March of Empires, the sponsor of today's video. March of Empires is a medieval strategy game where your goal is to build a mighty empire, protect it from enemy attacks, and ascend to the throne through fierce battles. It features multiple warfare and historical elements. Choose whether to play as a sultan, a king, a czar, or a shogun warrior, and delve into the authentic medieval experience. It's available on the desktop, PC and Steam, and mobile, iOS and Android. You can train your troops on mobile throughout the day and watch your battles unfold on your PC at home. Fans of medieval history will also enjoy March of Empires because they have the chance to unlock historical figures such as Halfdan Ragnarsson, Genghis Khan, Subutai, Joan of Arc, and Alfred the Great, among others. Plus, there's a naval connection. Since we know Battleship New Jersey fans enjoy historical accuracy and naval elements, it's a great time to download March of Empires and meet the traveling hero. His ship docks on your empire's shore, and he awaits your help. He brings reports from surrounding lands, enrolls your villagers in missions, and rewards you for your help with awesome in-game gear. Embark on heroic missions and dominate in battle. Install March of Empires at the link in the description below, and get in-game goodies like 5,000 gold pieces to start building your empire. Thank you to Gameloft for sponsoring this video. The original idea behind the gun salute was as ships were going into harbors, particularly foreign harbors that you weren't at war with, it might be difficult for them to tell whether you are friendly or not. So, because it takes so long to load an artillery piece at that time, and because often when sailing underway, ships would have their artillery pieces loaded, before you go into a harbor, you discharge your guns. Originally, that meant every single gun on the ship. So that shows them, firing these into the open ocean at nothing in particular, that you are not a threat to them, that you are intentionally unloading your weapons, withdrawing them inside the ship, closing the gun ports, and coming in to the pier. Eventually, this became customary for saluting dignitaries, national leaders, and other important persons. As the size of ships grew, you start to get ships with over 100 guns on them. That was an incredible amount of powder to discharge, so they started to formalize the number of salutes for each individual. For example, a head of state would warrant a 21-gun salute. The next in charge of a head of state, or a really high-ranking military person, such as a 5-star admiral like Admiral Halsey on New Jersey, would warrant a 19-gun salute. Next rank down, such as a 4-star general or another tier down in government official, might be 17 guns, and so on and so forth down the line. As the guns on ships become larger and start firing exploding shells, the number of guns goes down tremendously in terms of large guns that you would be clearing. So it was no longer common to just fire 21 individual guns. And you would often use smaller guns with reduced charges loaded specifically for that occasion. That's when guns like this start to be installed on ships. Oftentimes ships in peacetime will have these, and in major wars these will be replaced by actual types of guns. For example, during World War II, New Jersey did not have any, and were she called upon to fire a salute, she would use reduced charges from her 5-inch guns. However, with the end of the war, when this position became available to install the guns like these were added. Because the cartridges are pre-made, it's relatively easy to reload them. So by simply having 2 of these in a battery, you could fire one, take a pause, fire the next one, and while that one's firing, you're loading this one again. Realistically, you can do that with a single gun as well. So, like I said earlier, by the end of her career, New Jersey had reduced down to a single gun, which if we were rendering a multi-gun salute, you would simply have all your casings ready to go, and as you fire each one, you ram another one in. If you would like the opportunity to fire a saluting gun on Battleship New Jersey, there's a link in the description below to our website. Keep an eye out for what days our gun crews will be on board. It is currently April 2023. They are planning on being on board 2 Saturdays every month throughout the busy season. So, check our website and plan your trip accordingly. Have you ever met anyone worthy of a gun salute? Let us know in the comments section down below. I once met the Commandant of the Marine Corps, who I believe was a 4-star general and therefore worthy of a 17-gun salute. Can you beat that? Let us know down below. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, also from a number of other business and private individuals like yourselves. In particular, we would like to thank the sponsors of today's video, March of Empires. Remember to check the link below for how to install the game for free and get some in-game goodies to get you started on your quest to Empire. Again, we really appreciate the support of Gameloft and their game March of Empires for today's video. You can support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find out about our museum and the channel. Thanks for watching.